Mr. Speaker, is looking them in the eye and saying no after they've said yes to just about everybody else. Yes to Omar Khadr. Yes to somebody running a minister's Twitter account, $100,000. Yes to his pals when they want to take a vacation in the Caribbean. They're saying yes to everybody, but they're telling those who gave their country all they have that they're asking for too much. That is shameful. The Conservatives will hold them to account for that every time.
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
I will take no lessons from the members opposite on dealing with veterans. For 10 years, that party wrapped themselves in the flag every chance they got.
Order. Order. Let's have some adult behaviour in the House, please. The Right Honourable Prime Minister has the floor.
For 10 years, the Conservative government cut veteran services, cut Frontlines offices, shut down 9 veteran service centres across the country, nickel and dime the veterans while using them for photo ops, wrapping themselves in the flag every chance they get. It was shameful. We have restored respect to veterans. We're investing in benefits. We're reopening closed offices. We're supporting their families. We're doing right what for 10 years they did wrong.
Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
That is so patently false, Mr. Speaker. It was this government that increased support for veterans by 35%. It was our last Veterans Minister that ended the court process and started settlement proceedings. That this Prime Minister promised during an election campaign that they would never have to go back to court. And then he looks a hero in the eye and tells them no. That's shameful, Mr. Speaker. And we have to answer for it.
Order. The Honourable Minister of Veterans Affairs. I'm getting the impression some members would like their side to have fewer questions. And that could be arranged. So I would ask members to cooperate and pay attention to the rule against interrupting. The Honourable Minister of Veterans Affairs has the floor.
I can tell this House, Mr. Speaker, as a Newfoundlander, I've seen a lot of fog. But the pea-soup fog of amnesia over on that side of the House is so thick. Let me remind that side of the House of their records for our veterans in 10 years. Let me remind them how they balanced their budgets on the backs of our veterans. How they closed offices, how they cut budgets, how they cut frontline staff. Let me tell you, we have developed a pension for life that does right by our veterans.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, Mr. Speaker, it wasn't just veterans that the Prime Minister insulted in his town hall. Many Italian and Greeks have come to Canada over many decades. They've been an integral part of our nation's character ever since. That's why it was so offensive that this Prime Minister compared legitimate refugees and immigrants who have built this country with those who have fought and committed genocidal acts with ISIS. Returning ISIS fighters are not refugees. Why can't the Prime Minister tell the difference?
The Honourable Minister of Immigration.
I can assure the Leader of the official or position that we can't tell the difference. We are a compassionate country, we're a compassionate government that cares deeply about refugees. We doubled the number of resettled refugees, we almost quadrupled the number of privately sponsored refugees, and we're the party that has...
I'm having trouble hearing the answer, and I'd ask the member for St. Albert, Edmonton, and others not to be yelling during question period and not to be interrupting. We've had far more than enough of that, and members are going to hear things they don't like, but they're going to have to take it and listen to it. The Honourable Minister of Immigration.
Mr. Speaker, we are the party that delivered on providing protection to Yazidi women and girls in Canada. We're the party that has redoubled our efforts to make sure that we continue to provide a home for the vulnerable who are fleeing war and persecution. We're the party that has almost quadrupled the number of privately sponsored refugees. We're the party that restored refugee health care that was cut by the party opposite. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, they still don't understand there's a difference between legitimate refugees, immigrants coming to this country, and people who have fought with ISIS, Mr. Speaker. But I don't blame the Prime Minister for not getting up off the mat. And we know that he'd rather be sitting there signing autographs. So I have a suggestion for the House Leader. Maybe she can talk him into, if he likes to sign his name so much, maybe he can take out his checkbook and sign a check paying back taxpayers for the money he cost them.
Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, it's an interesting day because today we are debating the opposition's motion. The leader of the official opposition he knows that it's question period, yet we do not hear questions rather than we hear statements from the member. If the member would like to hear a statement, I would like to remind Canadians that when it comes to the Prime Minister, whenever and wherever he travels, there are costs affiliated with his security. We respect the work of our security agencies. We will take their recommendations.